can do a little bit of yarn untangling, but for those of you who don't know, which is everybody as of currently, I've been crocheting quite a lot. Um, and I have some yarn that I'd like to re-ravel. I've already started, but I wanted to like finish it. But I might do that after the stream because mic problems, and I need a new microphone. This one is not working as well as it used to. Had it for many years. Sorry if it's loud. But I have entertainment. Oh, ooh, I peeked. I have entertainment here. You can watch the ducks. That duck's gonna be there for the entire stream. I can promise you that. Unless it somehow stops working, then it will be there for the entire stream. I wanted to talk about some ideas that I had for upcoming projects, because I had an idea. I had one. But then I lost motivation to do it, and I kind of just didn't do it anymore. So I stopped doing that. Since I have no viewers, it doesn't really matter right now. But it's just like I'm recording a video for this. It's like recording a video. I would have streamed on YouTube. That would have been fine. But I would have to had logged out, re-logged in out of Streamlabs, and I wasn't gonna do that, so I just didn't. Like, not take the risk that over my own self-sacrifice, so we're just gonna do that. So we're gonna do that today. And like exploring all the ideas I've had, it's crazy too. Cause like recently, I was watching Markiplier's stream. Today I don't know if he's still streaming currently, but he was streaming. I was watching his stream, and I just thought about the. Let me turn down this music. You guys don't have to worry about that. I saved you. I saved you. There he is. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Those alternative, like, not motives, and that's not the word I'm looking for. Those alternative egos. What? A G? What's the word? What's the thingy for? I don't know the word for it. Um, alternate egos for YouTubers. You know, like Darkiplier, Antiplier. Those two. I was thinking I could do that, but then I didn't want to be stealing their idea. I mean, it's pretty outdated by now. It's unlikely that they're gonna come back, but I don't want to just steal that idea and run with it, because then I would probably get hate for that, you know? Stealing somebody else's idea. And I don't know, because it's not copyright, I don't think, but it's very, you know, counterproductive, I guess. I just wanted to make some kind of story with characters that I liked, whether it be an animation, a Minecraft video, or like some kind of real life thing. And that's the plan for all this. I won't say I won't have a definitive plan. I don't have a definitive plan. I've said I've had a definitive past, and I was working on it, but I haven't been working on it. That's the truth. But this project, whatever it could be, might take a while, and I might put it off. character design, and then I got caught up with all this character design stuff, and I realized it's a completely different factor from actually making the character, like making the story first. So I'm like, which one do I start on first? The character design or the story elements? But then there comes another problem where I have to create the environment for said characters and said story. And then I was like, why don't I write a book? And that seems very, very like out there. I mean, I wasn't like I was gonna write a book immediately, but I was thinking about it, and I was like, it would it would be easy, but at the same time, it would still be really difficult because I still have to do all this and explain a lot of things. So I'm I really don't know what to do. I think I just gotta plan it out because I saw off topic. I saw Randu's little project. I don't know I forget what it's called, but it's a cute little it's a fun little project that he's done. Cute little project that he's done. It's pretty cool. Hello? It work? Please tell me it working. voice actors, you have, you have to make it up yourself. You gotta make it up or plan it out before you do it. And I do a lot of not doing that. I do a lot of like starting on something and not planning it out before I make the character, and I don't have a plan. That's just a lot of what I do is not make a plan, or because I want to make it all from scratch and hope it 2 days. 2 days. The first and the second were like the last days of like my school stuff, and that's about it. And I didn't go either of those days because I was sick. I wouldn't say I was deathly sick, but I was sick enough to not do anything. So that's my excuse for not uploading for 7 months. That's my excuse for not uploading for 7 months. Here we go. There it is. There it is. It's there. I've given it. Oh wait, what was the Jack mod? I really gotta stop mentioning other YouTubers. Cause you're just gonna go watch them instead of me. I found that really entertaining. I just start mentioning other YouTubers. They're like, oh yeah, you reminded me to watch that specific video from that specific person. Yeah, no, continue watching this video slash stream. Please. Subscribe. I can't. I can't, man. Oh, uh, I, how do I, I've, alright. I've come across a problem now. How do, I, I can't, so, we've established the problem that like, skip any ads. So, we can't do anything with this, thing here. So, you guys are just seeing this, and I can't do anything about it. What do I do about this? Hello? What? Yay! Ducky! He's back again. Let's give a round of applause for this guy. So, um, I had recently crocheted a water bottle, a blue water bottle, because me working out. That's it. That's the end of that one. That's the most recent one I had. All these are not gonna be in order. They're not, but I'll explain them anyway. And I had a hat. I made a hat, a brown hat, little ears on it, little cat ears. It's pretty cute. Yeah, that's and yeah. I made a little cat with like like little eyes. I made little eyes on him. Put little eyes on him. And I don't know if I added whiskers or not, but it's a pretty cute hat. I also made like 3 bags. One with like um pink. One with like pink, white, and um pink, white, and yellow. And it was like a color changing one. It was my first. It was like my first project um that I remember doing, and I was proud of it when I made it, but I'm not proud of it now. And I'll tell you why. It's because it had so many loose ends. It looks like, I don't know what it looks like. It just looks wrong, but it is functional, and I do then I made a black one, which wasn't the same stitch as the other one. It was like a fishnet bag that is semi-functional. And what I mean by that is it like it's very since it was made kind of weirdly, like the first kind of stitch I've done like that. Since it was made like that, it kind of sags. It stretches. So it's kind of awkward to put my stuff in. So I can't add any extra stuff to it because it's made so awkwardly. But it works. It does work. And I think the last bag, not the last bag actually, the last bag I made for myself, was like this. I have it right here actually. I have it right here actually. It's striped pattern brown bag that the type of brown that matches the hat. I should have started with that to see if because I had made a hat. I had mentioned the hat a couple minutes earlier. Doesn't matter. Um, but I made the bag to match the hat because I also didn't have anything to match with the hat either. You can see the pattern in all of the items that I made, which I had no plan again into doing anything. That's just me. No plans, just going straight for the aesthetic. So I made this bag. It's pretty functional. I made it for a specific stuffed toy that I had. This little guy right here. He's a little beanie baby. Little beanie baby. He's a little brown beanie baby. And I made him a little black tie. And I think he looks so dapper in it. So dapper. And he's so cute with his little beady eyes. I made it specifically for him. And I wanted to give him like little clothes. I wanted to give him like little clothes. But I didn't because I didn't know how. But then I tried giving him little boots, but then I hated those boots, so I took it apart. So yeah, I might make him a little jacket or something eventually, but that's a later project. Anyway, back to the bag. Um, I made it specifically for him, and I made it extra big so I can fit my phone and my earbuds. My only regret for making this project is I had a project just before it, and I thought it wouldn't take up all my white yarn, but it did take up the rest of my white yarn that I was gonna make for a hat, like this bunny hat that I had saw. It was a cute little tutorial, and because I hated how the hat looked, because it didn't fit me, the hat just didn't fit. So I had to take it apart, and I had like these two little swatches of the same type of stitched yarn, like the same stitch, but in two different colors. I had probably used that yarn to make this bag. So now I have to find another color, or just use the gray to make the bunny-eared hat. So that was kind of disappointing. Or I would have to buy more white yarn, but I don't feel like buying more yarn because I have already bought yarn that I've yet to use because it hasn't arrived yet. And I've been wanting to make that yarn. I need that yarn to make a project pink with strawberries on it, like red strawberries, and there's like a little green to it. So it'd be really adorable. The problem was, I don't really know if for the thing like the idea I'm going with, I don't really know if used, I don't know if I ordered the correct amount that's required to make it. So, and I don't even know how I'm gonna do the proportions of the jacket or cardigan or whatever it is, whatever top it's gonna be. I just hope I like it, and I hope that it will turn out well. And the best is try your best, and that's the best you're ever gonna do, I guess. Anyway, I have nothing else. I think. I don't think it's all the projects I made. What other projects did I make? I don't remember. I made 2 ties for this little guy. I hated the first tie because I hated how long the ties were, and it kind of just stretched out and it didn't really look like a tie. So I made a second one, and that's what he has on right now. But it kind of doesn't really fit his neckline. So I might make yet another one for him. I was going to name him. I tried to name him, but I always end up forgetting his name. Little guy. Little guy here. I might have you guys come up with a name for him eventually. But yeah. What other projects have I made? I think that's it. I think that's it. I believe that's it. Besides that, I think that might be the end of the stream. 'Cause I'm a bit tired, and my fan's not on, and I'm kind of, I'm really hot right now. I'm like really sweating. So, we will probably, it's not guaranteed that I'm gonna stream in the next 2 weeks, but I definitely will be back.